Hello guys, and welcome to episode 6 of Put and Plum's Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness series. Now I'm just kidding guys, also this is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but last episode, or right at the end of the last episode, I figured out that in this base camp it lets you change, this is base game, no mods, so you can actually change into a couple of the older models. So if you didn't see last episode, I'll just show you. So if you go into the outfits, you can also have the, survivor outfit, which and obviously we have the pads and stuff that we crafted last episode. But you can actually go to some of the older Tomb Raider models, and I think given that Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness was one of my favourite Tomb Raiders, I think I'm going to stick with this character model for just a little bit. Let's have pretty much this episode, and then I'm probably going to revert back, since you get no bonuses for being in this outfit at all, really. You obviously get a few bonuses for the new Jaguar outfit that we crafted, but obviously you can't add that to the Angel of Darkness model. So we're basically back where we fought the Jaguar. Obviously that's where we came in, and we had the nightmare over there next to the base camp when we were young Lara Croft. See, I think I'm just going to harvest a few medicinal herbs and stuff. Let's have a bit of a poke around. Is it going to let us climb up here? Okay, I was maybe expecting it to let us get up here or something. Can we vault up here maybe? Oh yeah, we can vault up here. I just thought I'd have a quick look around, see if I can gather some supplies before we head off on our adventure at least. I don't believe there's necessarily going to be too much up here. Yeah, there's not really that much up here. We can also do a... See, I think that area is more for eye candy than anything, rather than trying to be functional to get to another level or anything. I think the weirdest thing about having this character model is still having Lara's new voice actor rather than having the original Angel of Darkness one. I'm not entirely sure what the names were, but I do not feel like we're dressed appropriately for this kind of environment at all. Like I said in the description of this model, it's basically for the dark alleys of Paris in 2003, not really 2019 jungle. See, is there anything down by the river here? Any useful items? I quite like how open world the whole place seems, because I think this is where we were before, I believe. I believe we've been here before. There's a bit of a loot box here. Oh, we found ourselves a video camera. Very interesting. So I think let's just progress with the story really, rather than... I think we hopefully should have enough supplies for now, I think. But if there's any on the way, like if I'm just going to walk past them or collect some of the berries and stuff, I don't think I'm necessarily going to go out my way now to look for supplies. Let's see, where's it exactly sending us to here? I presume we're going to... Yep, there you go. Nice easy jump. Good old bit of salvage and stuff. Let's have a look at what's inside this room here. I think we have a bit of keyboard spam again. Okay, so we've got a bit of an interesting map here. So it's got an archivist map. I believe it's probably going to be like a dig site with some treasure or something. That's my guess, really. Of what we're going to have to do. I don't think I've actually seen how big this map is, actually. It's quite a big map, if I'm entirely honest. I don't think there's anything else in this little hut, so I might as well just leave at this point. Let's collect a little bit more wood.
There's a road.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, this is just the most bizarrest thing ever, is having Lara's old character model. One thing I was worried about though is how it would necessarily handle dirt and injuries and stuff, but I believe they appear to be rendering on the character model.
Damn.
Truck's stuck.
I can see that. What are we doing about it?
Follow my lead.
How the hell am I supposed to know?
What are you doing?
Get back. Hide.
You're the logistics guy, aren't you?
I'm not the one who drove.
Oh, she tries to disguise herself against the cliff with the mud there.
Up. I got him. Hold on, they're friendlies. But keep your eyes open. Someone should check back there.
I'll do it.
I believe we've got a thing for taking out people stealthily anyway. We've got a perk for that.
Yes, sir. If there's anything here, we're gonna find it.
I'm not exactly sure what Lara's plan is here. Okay, evidently that was not a good idea. I was hoping we'd be able to sneak across, but blatantly that was not a smart plan.
Through. I want this whole area sealed off. Yes, sir. If there's anything here, we're gonna find it.
I think I'm just going to wait to see what happens naturally if I don't do anything. I feel like there's going to be some sort of point that we're going to have to wait to before we do our next move, rather than trying to run out. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Do I have to shoot that guy with the bow and arrow? Nothing appears to be happening like I'd suspected. I do feel like if I leave this area though, if I get out of the bushes, I am going to be killed. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do here. Is it going to let me use my bow and arrow? Let's see. Okay, so we don't appear to be able to use any of our weapons here. Because I'm not entirely sure what I exactly have to do here. I'm guessing we can't go that way. I'm trying to meet up with Jonah here, but I imagine, yeah, if I go into the path, we're just going to get mowed down here. I think maybe I should probably try and use my objective marker actually to see what we need to do.
Someone should check back there.
I'll do it.
Through. I want this whole area sealed off. Yes, sir. If there's anything here, we're gonna find it.
It's like it's obvious I've got to stick next to the wall. So, okay, maybe we have just got to slowly progress around.
This is rusty. Don't get distracted. What are we looking for here? Anything that moves.
Okay, so we can creep around here without
Still didn't find that
getting detected
I'd love
here.
to be the guy that does. Not me. Why not? You'd be a hero.
I'll be dead more likely. No thanks. I'll keep sitting here looking for hot
Okay, so we can
Let's talk
take that
before
guy
lunch,
out.
Gentlemen. Get off your asses. Yes, sir.
Okay, Jonah's taken out that guy. Okay, maybe we should just stick to using objective markers a bit more here.
I'll check.
We're not paying them to sightsee.
We'll have to go under.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose the vehicle's not going anywhere, so I don't feel like we should have too much of an issue.
Okay.
It's really wedged in there.
I'm afraid if we move it, we'll lose it.
We're gonna have to reinforce the bridge.
Let's have to find something to brace against.
Why didn't you test the bridge? Like
Okay, there's a lot of military
I'm pretty
here.
sure we did test the bridge first.
Well, I suppose
Okay.
Trinity or military, they're one of the two.
think about that?
We can take them. You go left. I'll take these guys.
What in God?
Hide.
Dave, Sammy, those guys. I told them to test the bridge first. Son of a... Dave! Dave! We're taking casualties!
Okay, so I can't go run and gun here. I do have to stealthily take these guys out by the looks of things. Where's this guy going here? Have I just got to follow this guy? I'm presuming, yeah, I've just got to follow this guy. There's something else I can really do other than just follow him. Well, at least we've got a weapon, I guess.
Oh, no, you don't! Fuck you!
Stop. Thanks. You okay?
Yeah, take this.
So I'm still finding this the weirdest thing ever, playing with the Angel of Darkness character model. I don't know how well they've integrated it into games, since I'm seeing a lot of textures clipping, but...
Yeah. I don't know.
Like I said, for a little bit of a bonus feature, though, I don't think you can really complain.
That means it's healing.
Well, at least we've got two weapons
No,
back.
I'm just trying not to think about my back.
Don't worry, Lara. I think now we've switched, your back's fine. Your back is plenty fine, Lara, by the looks of things. I don't think she's got any major problems with it, by the looks of things. Seems to be in very good condition. So that's what I mean when I said about injuries possibly not coming up. Or showing up on this character model. There we go.
Nice.
I love how we just walked
be
through smouldering
Apparent
embers there, and
monuments or
yeah, we took
mountains
no
or streams.
damage at all there.
Suppose we'll know it.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, so we've got a quaint little
I see
village here that
people
we
down
can
there.
go and have a look
I'll let
around.
you do the talking.
She's definitely trying to fix a bit of an engine here that's not really working too well.
Hi.
Do you know if there's a place nearby we can stay for the night?
How'd you get so deep into the jungle? You lose your tour group or something?
No.
There were some guys here before.
I wonder if
looking
he's
for
going to
a
be
place.
honest to her about
You
how
again,
he actually
Trinity.
got into the jungle here.
Definitely not.
I need a break anyway. Come with me.
Oh, I'm sorry
Hopefully
to
she
ask
won't- she
so
won't
many
have anything
questions,
up her
but
sleeve.
the only B&B in town is my place.
Well, you can't be too careful. By the way, I'm Jonah.
Abby, Lara. Come in, have a seat. Carlos, 3.
Just
So,
casually puts her gun on the table.
what are you here for exactly?
Well, we were following a riddle when our plane went down.
You mean it crashed?
Yeah.
And you just walked out of the crash?
Well, you know, it was cruising pretty low.
I feel like she doesn't believe them at all, that they survived the plane
We are
crash.
looking for Maya ruins.
Maya, you know you're in Peru, right?
Yeah. Long story.
Thanks. Well, you don't seem like a typical archaeologist.
Oh, she's the archaeologist. I'm just a cook.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you tried any of our local ceviche yet? It's a specialty.
Not unless it grows in the jungle.
Oh, don't tell me you missed our famous fish trees.
But so I do want to know what she thinks a typical archaeologist looks like.
Where did you take this?
Mexico. Why?
No, I've seen this symbol before.
Where?
There's some ruins nearby, and a small rock with something like this carved on it.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to
But I
change back into
guarantee
the
they're not Maya.
standard Lara
people
model
were
after
Inca and
this.
proud of it.
Since I don't think even her talking isn't actually
Why
animated.
don't you rest for a while?
Are you sure?
I promised you a day off.
Well, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Have fun.
You too.
Well, so I think for this episode it's fine, but like, definitely going
No
down
here,
the
eh?
future.
Get used to doing a lot of nothing. Although drinking and sweating helps to break up the day.
You're not a local?
No, I work a ship that blew into some rocks just outside town. Storm came out of nowhere, sunk the damn thing.
So yeah, so for one episode I feel like it's going to be
want to make a
fine,
deal?
but
Huh.
Ah, hello. Are you here with the excavation team?
No, just passing through.
Okay. If you need anything, the market's in the middle of town. You can resupply before you move on.
Thank you.
very helpful tip.
My pleasure.
I feel like her dialogue there was purple. Maybe she's got something to do with
2 years have been
maybe she's a
working
fan
up
of Potent
to
Plum.
never to ask her out. I finally do. And now, who is that guy anyway?
Because he obviously got blown out by the guy who was trying to... Well, the woman who was trying to talk to, I guess. Also, we have a base camp.
Hey, you want to know your way around Kuwakyaku? Just ask me.
Are you the local tour guide?
I know where to go, and who to steer you clear of.
I see.
Best fish is on the dock, obviously.
Okay, my leg
Tacos are
appears
best
to
at
have
El
flipped
Licor
with
de
his.
Cerdo, but his beer is piss warm.
I'll watch out for that.
Oh, and Omar, stay away from that guy. You don't need his kind of trouble. Thinks he can just come to town and take what he wants.
Right. Well, I'll be sure to keep an eye out for trouble.
Keep them both open.
Ah, here's the base camp I discovered. Okay, so we've now got to find the ruins, but I think first of all, I think I'm going to switch
Thank
back
God.
to the
The
normal...
storm barely affected the village. The epicenter was closer to the plain. But it could have been much worse. What have I done?
I think,
What if
yeah,
the
I'm going to go
earthquake
back to the
hits
normal
here?
Lara model here. For a bit of a fun gimmick, I don't think that was the end of the world. But going forward, I think Laura's current character model is a lot more fluid, despite the fact that our legs still clip. It's fine though, it's not the end of the world.
I know it sounds.
Ethereon oil refining. I wonder if that's something we can actually do anything with, or whether that's just a bit of bonus XP for us. I feel like that's just a bit of bonus XP.
Always
really.
nice to see fresh faces in town. Good for the mind to know that our little corner of the world isn't forgotten. Also good for the wallet, if you'd maybe take a look at what we have for sale up at the general store.
Oh, I see. So the general store, I'm presuming is... I presume this is where it's taking us. There's a market here, but I don't think we can actually buy anything from this market. I presume there's just one store we're going to have to talk to.
I don't know how they can gossip so cheerfully when we've lost so much.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you're not Mariela.
No, I'm just, so sorry to bother you.
Okay, so she evidently thought we were someone else there. Oh, here's the merchant.
Trade if you're looking.
I wonder what he'll actually trade for.
Let me guess. Omar sent you to shake me down? Well, I'm not giving that bastard anything.
What are you talking about?
What am I? I'm sorry. I saw that knife and gun and figured... never mind. You looking for anything in particular or just browsing?
What do you have?
What do I have? This is Kuwakyaku, one of the greatest archaeological sites in South America. Well,
Good for an
it could-
archaeologist like
it
Lara
should
then, I
be.
guess.
If it weren't for pillagers?
Exactly. Omar and his thugs are after money, not history. I have items of cultural significance for sale. They may be damaged, but they're worth restoring. Let me show you what I have.
I wonder how we would actually restore them then. Okay, so what can we sell? So we've got some... okay, we've got some dark poison, venom and stuff. We've got some... I'm just trying to see if there's anything we have a massive abundance of in our inventory. I could probably do with maybe getting rid of a little bit of this. The perception plants, whatever they are. So if we sell maybe about 8 of them.
Enjoy.
Maybe some of the medicinal ones. Just because of how many we actually have. So if I sell
A
about
good
4 of
deal for both
those...
of us.
We've got quite a lot of hardwood. I mean, luckily, I'm amazed at how much it sells for, actually. So for still 10
Excellent
hardwood.
choice.
We've got a little bit of gold ore. Okay, so the only use for it is purely to sell it to merchants. I don't know if we're going to
Enjoy.
necessarily get better prices elsewhere. So we've got 4,000 gold pieces, so we have a fair amount, actually. And there's also some weapons and stuff we can buy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with what we've got for now, actually. I don't feel like we need to necessarily buy
I'm always ready to do
anything
business.
from him, resource-wise. I wonder if we can buy some chips. No, we can't buy some chips, though. The one thing I would actually buy, it doesn't let us buy them.
I found Incan ruins, but I think the foundation of the temple is older.
Yeah, Abby
I
remembered
love how
when
she
she
can
saw
tell all
that
this just
symbol.
from looking at it.
It's inside the temple somewhere.
Come on, Lara.
Great.
There we go.
Tell her thank you for me.
I'm right here. You can thank me by not breaking anything.
I'll be right there, Lara.
Okay, so much for his day off, then. See, I feel like you possibly have something to say, my
I
friend.
can hear them calling from under the earth. The voices. The old gods.
Maybe you just need to rest.
No. See for yourself. See where the breath of the gods rises from the womb of the earth. Listen to their pained howls.
I hadn't noticed that. Where is this breath?
Ah, okay, so is this an optional tomb? Yeah, I believe it's an optional tomb. Is it? Yeah, so I feel like going this way is probably going to lead us to an optional tomb. I'm guessing anyway. There's a camp here we can activate, so I'm going to set myself down here.
Trinity's really on edge.
Just so I can establish that as a base camp. Some more medicinal plants and stuff. If this is an optional tomb, though, I think I'm gonna go for it, just on the basis that you know, I feel if I'm going through this playthrough, we might as well go for the full completion. What do you think, guys? I want to say we're on the right lines for it. I'm guessing, is it possibly like an underwater entrance one? Now that would be an interesting tomb. Is there anything under here just besides rocks and stuff? There's light shining through here, but I don't think it actually means anything. It's possibly just a pond then. Yeah, I can't see anything that explicitly looks like a tomb entrance. So it's possibly just a dead end. This isn't even necessarily a tomb. Yeah, so we're not actually near the tomb, if I'm honest. This is possibly just a bit of a sidetrack. I mean, I'm not going to complain. We've got some bonus resources there, so it's not the end of the world. That's the one thing with these sort of games, though, is you have to kind of take them as they come, really. This is probably the way to the optional tomb, actually. So let's have a bit of a nose around here. Yep, so we're heading in the direction, at least, of the optional tomb. I feel like we're probably in it, just due to all the platforming sections and stuff. Can we climb up this? I feel like we possibly have to climb up here, given there's a section for rope arrow. See, so the optional tomb, okay, we're now facing away from it, supposedly. So the optional tomb is supposedly this way. It seems quite far out of our way, actually, to get to it. It's not very straightforward, I must admit. I might see if I can kill some hogs, actually. Well, I nearly got it. This is evidently the challenge tomb. Depending on how long it is, I might roll this over to 2 episodes. You never know. I guess we'll just have to see how long it goes on for. So this is blatantly the entrance to the challenge tomb. It looks a very sinister challenge tomb, actually, compared to some of the ones we've done before. I presume with this rope arrow we're just going to be able to... Oh, so we can't... I presume that was possibly going to be a shortcut at some point. I don't know if that's if you necessarily require rope arrows to get in there. I mean, it's possible that the only way to get into the tomb is via there, or it's maybe just a shortcut way of getting there. Well, I feel like now we've jumped though. Now we are now going to be forced to go there. Is there anything down here, or is this just salvage and stuff? I believe it's probably just salvage. The spire looks quite deep. I don't see any entrances or exits or anything, or any... Yeah, there's no caves and stuff. So yeah, by the looks of it, I'm guessing this is just for equipment and salvage and stuff. So let's resurface back up on the... Back up to the top of the water, and let's go and explore this optional tomb. So I don't like how sinister it all is. I just feel like something's going to come out and get me at any moment here, and I'm not prepared for it. This blatantly looks the safer way around, rather than trying to jump across that chasm. Is that a burning pile of rubble and bones and stuff? How very sinister that it's still on fire.
Ah, damn it!
Craggy wall. Whoa, that was... Whoa, that was a bit of a close one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So I presume we've got to reel ourselves down and probably do a bit of a rappel swing, I'm guessing. That's not what I wanted you to do, Lara. Okay, I'm guessing by this point, yeah, we're dead. So we didn't die from the fall, but I didn't necessarily anticipate there being some feral wild animals down there. They pretty much just tore poor Lara to shreds. Oh, it's not put us back that far. We've just got to go around here and just make that jump again. So it's not the end of the world. We've just got to do a better swing next time. Don't worry, Lara, we got you. There you go. I think now she's actually rappel swinging at the thing I wanted to rappel swing at. I was thinking those were possibly for climbing, those things that were sticking out of the ridge up there, but clearly they're not. So we've definitely determined that falling down is a very bad idea. Is that craggy wall that we need to attach ourselves to? Okay, I may have pressed the F key there rather than the E key. Bit of a potent plum dirt there. So it could have been dangerous, but...
The walls are porous. The oil must be seeping through.
I was wondering if we'd actually be able to get under here at some point there. I was worried it wasn't going to let us. Ooh! Whoa. So many jump scares and stuff in this game I'm not prepared for. I don't know if jumping down is going to be a bad idea at this point. I feel like... Okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I just feel like we're now going to have to do a bit of a fight. There we go. I hope these guys aren't as... Okay, so these guys don't appear to be as tough as the Jaguars. Okay, we missed... Okay, I've just bitten off her out. I was expecting it to be E there, but it was promised with those quick time events is whenever you press the wrong key, it instantly fails you.
Here they
So that's my unfamiliarity with the controls letting me down a little bit there. I feel like possibly using a gun would be a bit of a better choice here. But luckily we've at least managed to kill one of them there. There you go, so the weapon is... Oh, the assault rifle is blatantly better than the bow there for killing these guys. I figured there was no point even trying to use the bow. Luckily we can cut them all up though and hopefully get some hide out of them. Which even if we don't make anything out of it will at least be pretty decent to sell. As I say, there's some kind of a monolith or something here. But yeah, I believe, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode off here. I think so. We've made a pretty good amount of progress again in this episode. Also, we started off with the Angel of Darkness character model, but obviously we've got to the village now, and we're near enough. We're getting through this optional tomb. So hopefully, in the next episode, we'll be able to finish this optional tomb and continue with the main storyline again. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Goodbye from Potent Plum.